It is time. Upgrade to Electric Boogaloo. Hello, my lovely potato pirates, and welcome back to a new unboxing. Oh god, I'm so excited to see what is in this one because, as you can see, I didn't open it yet. I just received this one this morning at the time of recording, and I am so excited to see what is in this upgrade because the last one was actually pretty good. And, well, without further ado, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh god, I'm so excited. I already prepared the upgrade from the bottom. Ooh, this is looking interesting. So here we have the bottle post and no, you did not. This is ink. Oh my god, I haven't worked with ink in a while and I am flabbergasted. I love it. So we have a few inking nibs here in different sizes and different shapes. Oh, and two different handles. I actually have a pretty neat handle on my desk somewhere, but having another one that might be a bit nicer would be a good idea. So we have that for sketching, it seems. I also have a few calligraphy nibs laying somewhere in my inking equipment for Inktober. Then we have cute little stickers. Oh, little octopus. I love it. It's cute. Oh, and this drawing is, oh goodness. Yes, this is adorable. So we have the art from this artist, Kalon Sardin, a children's book illustrator or children's illustrator. Oh yeah, really adorable artwork. What do we have here? This is the paper that we're going to work on. Brown with a very smooth texture. Nice and smooth texture. Quite a few sheets. So this is what we're going to work on. And of course, a pencil. 4H, not really what I like to work with. I really love softer pencils. I am not a fan of anything that is in the age range. I am more a fan of 2B and up. That's what I'm into when it comes to pencils. Yeah, I'm very picky with my pencils. I still have quite a few somewhere laying around. So we have this really nice paper. We have those nibs and handles. Let's go to the ink. I'm gonna put that away real quick. Put that up here. So we also have ink right here from Rohrer and Klinger. So that's actually ink that I myself also like to use. I have a pretty big tub of this somewhere laying around in my cupboards. Not of the sepia kind, but it's pretty nice to have a little bit of a variety when it comes to inks. Scarlet. And in black. Also with a nice eyedropper. So eyedroppers can be really handy if you're working, for example, with ink washes. That's actually a pretty nice little box. Kind of want to also look through the little pamphlet that we get, because, well, why not? So, speedball, the pen set, different colored inks, and the whole range of colors that you can get from this brand of ink, which I really can recommend. Rohrer and Klinger is a really good brand when it comes to ink. The pencil that I'm really not a fan of. I mean, Koh-i-No is a good brand. I can only, oh god damn it, recommend that. Paper, I will inspect later on, or once I'm getting to actually doing something with it. And here's something about the artist that is featured. And then we still have some little how to do video. So how to work with the materials. Sale of the month. I assume that it's about the past months, or maybe not. No, I guess that's just someone they picked out. So I really like this a lot, obviously. So let's try out our new supplies. Excuse me. Let's unpack this. I personally have a nice little box for my dip pen nips that I need to cram out because, well, unorganized me is unorganized me. So I personally have this little apple box for my dip pen. Let's just say my dip pen nips are probably somewhere in the same box, but not in here. That's just my ink. Well, as I said, Rohrer and Klinger, pretty good brand. I wanna just. Pretty good brand, and recommend. The ink they are producing is really neat. I love manual folk. So this is where usually my ink supplies are going into. I'm gonna take this little piece of cloth to do the tidying up. Let's unpack this boy. So this is looking actually pretty comfy to work with. I haven't worked with a dip pen in quite a while. I think it's been a few months. It's not too long ago. Come on, get out. But it's been a little while. So let's see. What is this? This looks like a little pamphlet. Well, I know how to hold a dip pen, so I don't need any instructions. It's also pretty nice that there are 2 handles in here. Whatever this is. Oh, I think that's to make it a bit longer, but to be honest, this is already long enough. I don't need any longer things. Oh yeah, it's actually pretty nice to hold. So that's at least a start. And let's go for the nips. Yeah, nips are refusing to cooperate. Und bist du nicht willig, so brauche ich Gewalt. Let's have a look at the nips. That looks like a pretty nice G-ish pen. I'll better put that underneath so you can actually properly see. Kind of inclined to use those thinner ones for some sort of rating. I can't I don't know the English word for that anymore, but well. And now I'm have a bit of a look. Pencil. I'm sorry, I'm not working with this pencil. I refuse. But I will have to have a look into the ink. Even though, as I said, I really like the ink from this brand already. It's a really great choice. Let's have a look at the paper. So, as we can see, this paper is already tinted. It has a subtle sepia tint to it, which makes it really, really nice to work with. If you're, for example, also working with white inks, which I probably will, depending on how inspiration will strike me. Let's just hold it a bit like that, because I really don't like having the covers flapping around. I can't stand that. Holding it here so I can put it on flat. It's something that I really don't like, when the covers are just bending so extremely that the whole pad is just then almost standing up. Let's try out the nibs. Put that back here so I can clean them a little bit. I'll probably go for the sepia. Nah, let's go for the black. I have so much black, so that's probably gonna be fairly normal. Could technically just refill them with my big pot. Ooh, smelling inky. Yes, I'm smelling into my ink. I'm a bit of a weird one. Okay, let's first try this one. Guys, seriously, I can't even properly get into it. This is a bit annoying. You know what? Oh, that's what the eyedropper is for. Of course. Silly me. Silly me. Ooh. I'm not very good with dip pens, so I can't really tell if the quality of dip pen is as good as people could say that are constantly working with dip pens. So line wise with this one can go A, pretty far, and B, can do really nice thin lines. which is also dependent on pen pressure. And I have the biggest problems with regulating my pen pressure, I have to admit. I am a bit of a heavy-handed person, let's say it like that. So cleaning them up is going to be a mess. So yeah, my pen pressure is not on the good side, I tell you that much. Let's try one of the ones. Wow, this one's tiny. I guess this one's for the thin tips. That's kind of handy. And I assume that I can even fully dip with this. Looks like it. Oh, look how thin those lines get. You can really nicely do some detailed lines if you're not as well. Just look at those lines. I'm really not practiced in using dip pens, as you can see. So I'll get into it. I'll probably get into it. I don't worry too much. Also trying to clean that up properly. Let's see with this one. Seems to be a similar one to this one, though with a different hole. This one has a round hole and this one has a bit of a elongated hole. Let's say it like that. This doesn't fit as nicely as the other one, so I need a little bit of force to get it into there. Could be an issue, doesn't have to be. As always, it doesn't have to be a product failure. It could also just be me failing at using the product. This is giving me a bit thicker lines. I really like that too. I was taught in design school to always use some kind of cloth. Get it easier? Come on. So this one's probably also going into this. So here we have a bit of a copper nib. Oh. Yeah, let's dunk it in a bit deeper. We need to go deeper. This one's really soft, so I can make really thick lines with it. Let's go super thin. Kind of like that. So yeah, hop on it, I assume. Really soft nib. Really nice if you want to vary your lines properly. Certainly not the way I do. Because because I'm really bad with hand pressure. As I already stated, heavy-handed me. At least I've never broken one of those nibs ever. That's at least something. I also don't really know about maintaining that stuff, so I can't give you tips on that. I'll probably have to do some research myself. So here we have one that needs eyedropper again. Oh, probably already too much ink in. Let's see. Also, the grip on this dip and nib holder is really nice. It lies really well in my hand. You can make really nice gradients if you just know how to work with such a tip. And speaking today is hard. I'm sorry, but speaking today is really hard. Probably the excitement of a new art supplies, because I'm really a when it comes to working with art supplies, having art supplies, working with I'm a super enthusiastic person when it comes to trying out new stuff. Well, in this case, not very new stuff, but different stuff. Something that I haven't been working with in a while. Oh boy, I used way too much ink and everything. Just look at my hands. I'm always getting a bit inked up when I'm working with stuff like that. Need to be more careful. The dosage of my... There we go. Big one. Really nice. Bit more on the harder side, this one. But also nice consistent lines. This is something for persistent line weight, if you're into that. So yeah, I guess the next thing will be the artwork. Oh, wait a second. I want to see how the other two inks are looking on the paper. So let's see. Close that up. Really tight. I don't want to splotch that stuff all around. Let's see how the sepia ink is looking. This is somewhat... I won't say much. About that one. I want to just maybe grab a little brush and work it in that way. That's... yeah. Yeah, on this paper, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Not really. I need water. I definitely need. I'll do it after I'm done here. So that was the sepia. Though after drying, you can kind of see how the color changes a little bit. just a little bit. Let's see how the Scarlet is performing. Oh, you can already see in the tube. Yeah. This stuff is red AF. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm already thinking of doing something a little bit more on the bloody side when I'm looking at this. No! Yeah, this is something that happens to me quite often when I'm working with ink. I'm not too concerned right now. Not too concerned right now because this is just our test thing. What I'm more worried about is when I'm doing the actual artwork, because it's going to be a mess if I mess it up. So this is all. Oh god. Oh god, that pencil. Yeah. How about no? How about just no? I'm not gonna work with this pencil. Because, as I said, I can't work with 4H. Not in the slightest. I'm not going to. Under no circumstances. So, as we can see, the Scarlet has actually really nice color. The sepia, I wonder if I mix the sepia and the Scarlet together, if I maybe get a nice blood color. Like 2 or 3 parts of the Scarlet and 1 part of the sepia. Would be really cool. The black, of course, is going for lines and some radiation work. I completely forgot the word that I was about to use, but well. The different nibs I probably have to get into a bit more for myself. And we'll see what I manage to figure out for working with all of. And I had a blast working with the ink set. And I decided to do a piece of my incredibly old OC Ryuzaki with a fresh glass of blood because she's a vampire. I had a bit trouble with doing the cross-hatching, but well, that's something that I really need to practice. It's not because of the materials. The nips work pretty well, though I had a bit issue with all the scratching on paper. That's probably just me because I just really don't like the scratching sound. It's the same with the H4 pencil that I actually didn't use in the end. The thing is, I really don't like when stuff scratches on paper. That's why I prefer paints over pens or roller balls, because they just glide over the paper. It's beautiful. So yeah, the nib scratching on paper is really something that cracks me up a little sometimes, so I just try to put something on my ears so I don't have to hear that. Feeling it is a different thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed working with the inks and mixing them around and doing the ink washes, because yeah, I really like doing, when working with ink, I really like doing ink washes, especially when I have to get some spaces just filled. Though with cross-hatching I still need to practice, and I finally remembered what the thing was called. That cross-hatching is actually named cross-hatching or hatching. It's a bit weird with me and figuring out how words work. So I really hope you like this little review-ish unboxing thing. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Have fun with whatever you do, and bye bye.